Good morning. It's O Dark 100. I got the vehicle all loaded up. Next stop, 1,000 miles away. Elk trip. Never had the opportunity to go for a bull elk, but I do this year, so off we go. The adventure starts now. 5:30 in the morning, and we're heading out. Should be a beautiful trip. Morning, I'm in Wyoming at a small little motel. Du Bois. It's frozen out here. About 2 days away from the hunt, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the elk look like. Well, we made it to camp.
But then, and I think when I met CJ at the trailhead, only was 300. You guys will see off over here. So they're going to overlay a lot of stuff we have in. I'd feel better about riding over there if I hadn't just watched two wolves blow up in that thing.
What is the wolf population like around here? Pretty.
This year we've been seeing
We'll be saying goodbye to the old tent today. Wood burning stove, which keeps you warm till about midnight, unless you wake up and get back out there and restoke it. The cots for the guns, of course, they're just as precious as the cots for us. Been an interesting experience, let's put it at the least. Well, you've seen that we made it out to Wyoming 7 days ago. I fought the cold weather at night, trying to sleep in it. We've had horseback every day for several hours up in the mountains. We've hauled ass on foot to try to find the elk. And, you know, it's a trip. As a self-sustainable farm, I came out here with the expectation of killing an elk, and if not, I was hoping my friend would have. I came with me and we go home with some meat. Signing off for the trip here and going home with tag soup. Unfortunately, after 4 weeks of hunting pressure and other people in here hunting, which I I understand everybody's got to make their thousands. There just isn't much left here for elk right now, and that's disappointing. And obviously we're, here several weeks into the hunt because we can't afford to pay the big cash tickets. And I guess that's the learning lesson here. We gambled, came out and gave it a try, but if you can't put up the big bucks, don't put up the middle game and come out later in October and try to score one of these, because it's a hell of a risk when you go home with nothing. It's disappointing to say the least. The guide we had did what he could. I was excited to come out here, try out the binocs case, pull the 36 out of the bag and see if I could crack one off. But it's just, it's not in the cards for this guy. Unfortunately, I'd love to tell you I'd be back out on a hunt like this. But I can't blow that much money on my family's budget. I can't do it to my friend either. So, this will probably be the last time I see a camp like this. It's pretty, folks. It's gorgeous country. I hope someday, I guess I just wish for you someday that you got enough money that you can come out and see it and do it while you're young. Because it's certainly a back-breaking sport. It's been a lot of work doing it, and I can't say I regret the work, but there's definitely some disappointment. That's to put it nicely. And I understand a fair chase hunt. When you don't see anything for days, you don't get to shoulder and scope something that's standing still, it's disappointing. But anyways, I appreciate you guys liking and watching and supporting our channel, and I'll give you something else to look at other than a downed farmer driving home from Wyoming after an elk trip. Thanks, folks.